Chapter 1. The dialogue between Sūta and Śaunaka in the Naimiśa forest. In the ancient and sacred Naimiśa forest, a renowned sanctuary of Vishnu, a grand sacrificial gathering was underway. This assembly was led by the wise sage Śaunaka, accompanied by numerous learned sages. They had embarked on a 1,000-year sacrificial session with the goal of attaining the heavenly abode of Vishnu. One serene morning, after completing their sacred rituals, the sages gathered around a venerable figure who had arrived as their guest. This was Sūta, a revered storyteller and scholar. The sages, eager for knowledge, addressed him with great respect. Śaunaka, the leader of the sages, began the conversation. "O sinless Sūta, you have studied and expounded upon the mythological epics and law books. You know the intricate tales and teachings deeply, far beyond the surface." The other sages nodded in agreement as Śaunaka continued. "You have absorbed wisdom from the venerable Bhagavata and other sages who understand the complex nature of Brahman, both with and without attributes. Through their favor, you have gained profound insights. Teachers, after all, reveal their deepest secrets to affectionate and deserving pupils." Sūta listened attentively, his expression humble yet assured. He knew the responsibility that lay ahead. One of the sages added, "O long-lived Sūta, we seek your guidance. In this age of Kali, people are short-lived, lazy, dull, and afflicted by numerous miseries. The religious rites are many and complex. Kindly distill the essence for us so our minds may find peace." The sages then made a heartfelt request. "Please explain why the venerable Lord of the Sattvatas, the protector of devotees, was born of Devaki and Vasudeva. Describe his incarnation, which was for the good of all beings. We wish to hear the great acts of the Lord, praised by the learned, who playfully assumes different forms. Tell us of his divine pastimes and heroic deeds performed alongside Balarama." Sūta, deeply moved by their earnestness, began to speak. "The Supreme Spirit from whom creation, preservation and destruction emanate is omnipresent, even in what appears non-existent. This spirit is omniscient and self-refulgent, having revealed the Vedas to the wise Brahmā through his heart, dispelling illusion with divine lustre." He paused, allowing the significance of his words to sink in before continuing. "In this celebrated Bhagavata, composed by the great sage Vyasa, the highest Dharma is explained. It is free from deceit and reveals the absolute reality, bringing the highest bliss and destroying all miseries. This scripture, the Bhagavata Purana, is the ripe fruit of the Vedic tree, sweet and full of ambrosial juice. It fell from the mouth of the sage Sūta like a parrot dropping a ripe fruit. Drink deeply of this sweet fruit, both now and in the final beatitude." The sages were captivated. Sūta's words resonated deeply with them. One sage exclaimed, "O Sūta, a person trapped in worldly existence becomes liberated merely by uttering the Lord's name. Fear itself fears him. Sages who have taken refuge at his feet purify by their presence, while the sacred river Ganges sanctifies through actual contact. Who wouldn't want to hear the glory of the Lord, whose deeds cleanse the sins of the Kali age?" Another sage added, "We are eager to hear his great acts, which are eulogized by the learned, and to immerse ourselves in the auspicious narratives of Hari, who indulges in divine pastimes through his mystic power. We never tire of hearing his glorious deeds, which grow sweeter with each telling." Sūta smiled, seeing their sincere desire for divine knowledge. He knew that the tales of Krishna and his divine play were what they sought. Though disguised as a human, Lord Kesava, with Balarama, performed superhuman feats. As we anticipate the arrival of the Kali age, we have ample time to hear the stories of Hari. Lord Vishnu has pointed you out as our guide through this turbulent time." The sages, their eyes filled with hope and reverence, looked to Sūta for the wisdom they so earnestly desired. "Tell us, Sūta, where righteousness finds refuge now that Krishna, the protector of Dharma, has returned to his abode." Thus began the sacred dialogue in the Naimiśa forest, setting the stage for the profound teachings and stories of the Bhagavata Purana. The sages, with pure hearts and eager minds, awaited the wisdom and tales of the Supreme Lord, eager to immerse themselves in the divine nectar of his glory.